We're here with our new podcast series. Let's get started. We encounter a new project every day in the crypto world. Some offer truly groundbreaking technologies, but it turns out that the tokens of these wonderful projects are almost useless. This situation effectively turns the market into a speculative dumping ground. So, where does XRP stand in this dump? Does it really need to exist? Or was it also created for a purely speculative purpose? Today, we'll seek the answer to this critical question. And then I'll show you why a project's token can be worthless, no matter how good the project is. And believe me, this analysis will surprise you. Before we start the video, thank you all so much for your support for my channel. Liking the videos and subscribing means a lot to me. For any cryptocurrency to have long-term value, it needs to follow one of two fundamental paths. First, the token must be critical to the project's core protocol. Second, the community must adopt the token as a store of value, or a medium of exchange and attribute utility to it. Bitcoin is the best example that meets both of these conditions. It's an essential part of the network for mining rewards and transaction fees, and it has also been adopted globally as a digital gold. People see it as a hedge against inflation, or an alternative to the traditional financial system. In other words, Bitcoin is mandatory for the network to function, and people assign value to it. But what about XRP? XRP is actually not so different from Bitcoin. XRP plays a critical role in the smooth functioning of the XRPL, XRP Ledger Network. A small amount of XRP is burned with every transaction, which protects the network from spam attacks. Just imagine, if this mechanism didn't exist, the network could be clogged with thousands of meaningless transactions in seconds and become unusable. XRP acts as the native fuel for this network. But the real story doesn't end there. In traditional finance, international money transfers are a complex and slow process. Banks have to hold pre-funded accounts in different countries, which locks up billions of dollars in capital. This is the problem that Ripple's on-demand liquidity, ODL product, solves by using XRP as a bridge currency. Banks and financial institutions convert local currency to XRP, send it to another country in seconds, and have it instantly converted back to the local currency there. This way, massive amounts of capital are not locked up, and transfers are both much cheaper and incredibly fast. So, XRP is positioned as a critical tool, not only for the network to function, but also for the future of global finance. This bridge that Ripple has built with traditional financial institutions creates a social benefit and real demand for XRP. So, are all projects' tokens as lucky as XRP? Absolutely not. One of the biggest problems in the crypto market is situations where the token is completely unnecessary, but the project itself is magnificent. Most of the time, this shows that the token is used solely as a fundraising tool. Companies sell tokens for the software or services they develop. These tokens gain value through speculation, and the funds raised are spent on the company's development. However, the main problem is that even if the project is successful, token holders do not receive any direct benefit from it. Let's take Chainlink, a token that many of you are familiar with. Chainlink is one of the most important projects in the blockchain world, offering Oracle services. It allows smart contracts to access real-world data. It's a great project, right? But there's a detail that most people overlook here. Chainlink's Oracle network can also work without the need for the Link token. Users can use their native cryptocurrencies directly instead of Link for Oracle services. This situation forces the Chainlink team to constantly look for new ways to increase the token's utility within the protocol. If a project's token is not mandatory for the main service to operate, the success of that project is not directly reflected in the value of the token. This situation becomes more pronounced in projects backed by a company. If the company can sell the services it offers without being tied to the token's value is entirely speculative. While company shares may increase in value, token holders can be left behind. In conclusion, among the more than 20,000 cryptocurrencies, tokens with no real utility are like a ticking time bomb. While these tokens may bring crazy profits in the short term through speculation, in the long run, when investors start asking, "What does this token I hold actually do?" they can experience a major loss in value. When investing, read the project's white paper and question the token's role in the ecosystem. Is the token a fundamental function of the network? Or was it just a fundraising tool? Can the company be successful without using the token? The answers to these questions can show you the next big opportunity or the next big disappointment. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. In the next video, we will cover the biggest hidden obstacles XRP faces in its integration with the global financial system and the secret strategies Ripple has prepared to overcome these obstacles. If you don't want to miss these topics, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. For now, goodbye.